need to purchase an iPad as a student? Now, I'm going to run through everything in this video, whether you need to use one, whether you don't need to use one, what you should use instead of one, who uses one, what I've seen people use it for, and the different stuff you can use it for. Now, before we get into the video, I'm very close to 2,000 subscribers. I'm like 30 to 40 followers away. So if you don't mind, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I think a big part of having an iPad depends on what year you're in as well. Like, I know there's people in year 10 and year 11 that use it for their GCSEs. I want to suggest that I don't think you can use an iPad that much or to the best of its abilities, if that makes sense. Now, I also know people use it for year 12, year 13, and obviously in university, where a lot of people use an iPad. Now, first up, I do need to mention, I don't have an iPad. So I can't comment on what it's like to have an iPad on a day-to-day basis and using it as your main source of revision. But I've seen people using it, and I've seen people that have one and don't use it, and I've seen how I revise. It's going to run through all of that as well. So why do people get an iPad? A lot of people get it as their main source of revision. So instead of a laptop or a computer, that's their main technology, if that makes sense, for revising. So you can use it for past papers, you can use it for YouTube videos, you can watch it for lecture slides, you can use it for lecture slides. So an iPad has the pencil with it, the Apple Pen, if that's what it's called. And what they do is they can annotate what they can do is they can annotate lecture slides with it, and they can answer past paper questions on the iPad, which makes it a bit more convenient. Now, in my opinion, doing past paper questions on your iPad, you can just have the questions up on your screen and then do it on a piece of paper on the side. That's not that convenient. But annotating the slides, annotating your uni slides is something that I would find useful and something that I would want an iPad for. You can also use the iPad to read books as like a PDF, or like use it as a Kindle, for example, like slide through textbooks. Or if you're buying my interview book, you can use it on that. Or if you're doing Anki, you have a bigger screen to do it on. This is obviously a really good feature and it can help you with your revision. But I think you can do the exact same with this on real paper and at a fraction of the price. What I've got is a laptop, and I'll show you my laptop right now. I've got my script up, but you can see this is my laptop, and this is what I use as my main source of revision, as my main source of anything. The reason behind this is I think it can do the same amount as an iPad, maybe even more, and it's cheaper than an iPad. And this obviously has a keyboard attached to it at no further cost. I also know people that have laptops that also turn into iPads or tablets. That is really useful as well. I find that really good because it still has the feature of the pen where you can annotate lecture slides, for example, or you just have the convenience of having a tablet instead of a laptop, which is really good, and it's still cheaper than an iPad. So my source of revision at A-levels was YouTube and past paper questions, which YouTube, I use my laptop to watch the videos, and I use paper to make notes, and past paper questions I'll bring up on the screen, or I'll print it out at school, and then I'll answer them on paper. Very not that hard. And at uni, what I do is I use Anki. So Anki I make on my laptop, and I think it's very easy to make on my laptop, and I actually prefer Anki on my laptop than I do on a screen. Like my phone, I've not seen it, I've not used it on an iPad. My friends sometimes use their iPads for it, but I prefer a laptop for that. Now, iPad is really convenient to watch movies on the go, for example, or watch YouTube videos on the go. I just have a lightweight laptop which I can carry anywhere. If you are buying a product, I suggest it is something that can be wireless, so not a computer for university, or even as a student at college or high school. Don't do this. Have one that can be wireless and it's lightweight, so you can carry it anywhere you want. Now, the friends I have that have both a laptop and an iPad, they use their iPads for games and for movies, and their laptop for their main source of revision. So the iPad's just a waste of money in their instance. Now, I've never had an iPad, and having one might change my perspective. But I'm not looking at getting one because I've survived so far with just a laptop, and I've found ways around it that have been perfectly fine. I think ultimately, if you're deciding, it should be either a laptop or an iPad, not both. And in that case, I decided to go with the laptop because it's cheaper. Not a computer, because you're generally traveling between uni and home. You want to take it to uni to do your revision. You want to take it to the library. You want to take it places. An iPad is much more expensive than many good laptops. For the same price, you can find a very, very good laptop. For half the price, you can find a good laptop that will still do the work. So it's down to you at the end. I decided to go with the laptop, and I've been perfectly happy with it. And I just have a phone and a laptop. I don't need something in the middle that's like middle sized, for example. If you're going to choose one, it's either iPad or laptop, not both. But yeah, hopefully this video gave you a little bit of insight on how I survive as a uni student without an iPad, because I know pretty much 90% of students have an iPad, especially in dentistry. But yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe. I am very close to 2,000 subscribers, and follow me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Thanks for watching.